Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Gain on the play. And a 49er first down.
Here we go.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll run with Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
One more time with Mostert. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
The score, Niners 7, Cardinals nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, Abby. I know what you got. What you got? What you got, Abby? Give me something. Give me something. Deuce. Check 33. 33.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
From the gun, Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 25. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Murray now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Niners 7, Cardinals 0.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 29. Who you got? 29 is Mike 29.
Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. First down.
49ers.
To throw is Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down, San Francisco.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 25. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
11. Check that out, please. I got you. 21. Go ahead.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He completes it to Julio Jones. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
13 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They run it with Carson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Fred Warner in
there to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens, because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A final shot before half from Murray. Dancing to his left. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Hey, sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that list, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a friend.
For the city like the championships, all my records go hard, it's a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I be made in the pit. Hand to hand with anybody, take them out and shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should know I hate my jersey. Made to put in work, got
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 44. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, 49ers.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Raheem Mostert, the ball.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 25 on second down, Garoppolo. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Number 31,
Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
The extra point.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Cardinals nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I would say they went 3-and-out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3-and-out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1-and-out, but maybe, possibly, let's try.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same we want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Murray steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Push him back. Push him back. 12, fellas, here we go.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Mike check 33. 33. Let's get it together.
From the gun, Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by by Jesse Bates. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Complete.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Garoppolo on first down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hey, John. You. One, Omaha.
On first down, Garoppolo looking dead, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers.
Complete.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted by the...
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
At the 10.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Cardinals.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
8-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 22. Time to go right now.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Cardinals.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 21. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Being chased out left.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side, and he goes out right around the 39. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way. Here we go.
Check 48, come on. We ain't giving them nothing.
And they will take a knee here.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Taken in at the 11. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
You know what's coming. You know what's coming.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene.
He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darquez Denard. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates.